Good evening and welcome back to Underrail. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. Last we left off, we had a very lengthy discussion with the ferryman and turned in our actual end of assignment to the professor. Now we're waiting on our next assignment, which should come in naturally as we wander about. And while we're waiting, we're going to cover a little bit more of the map. So, the time of recording... Oh, okay. Bacon, do you read me? This is Oldfield. Over. Read you, Professor? Go ahead. Over. I need to speak to you in private. It's important. Please see me in my tent as soon as you're able to. Over. Alright then. Roger that, Professor. See you soon. Out. Oldfield out. Oh, so much for that plan. We will at least attempt to get these seashells. And by that I mean we do nothing. But, I'm going to mention that this is being recorded well in advance. I am trying to keep a fair amount of, buffer space in the event of another strange schedule change for me. I don't foresee any of them happening, but it's best to have that breathing room, right? So I'm just putting that as a preface for other topics. You're not in your tent, my dude. Because I'm about to mention some of the other stuff I've been doing lately, and it'll sound really weird when this should be coming out. Let's see. Get your ass to the tent, Doctor. Well, I suppose we'll go down there and he'll walk us to his tent or something. But anyway, the reason I say that is it came to my attention recently that the System Shock remake is, one, slated to actually come out at the end of the month being, well, May, and that it also had a functional demo, and I'll go over that in a minute. Bacon, you are here. What do you want to talk to me about? Well, first and foremost, I have to admit that I am, how shall I express myself, overjoyed with how you've performed so far. That is no hyperbole. What you've done for this expedition in such a short period of time is nothing short of incredible. Yeah, that's protagonist power. Thank you, Professor. Much obliged. You're welcome. Now, let us move on to a more pressing subject. I need to speak to you about the expedition. Is there another DLC coming? Yeah, I'll just say nothing. There are things you haven't been told yet. Important things. Classified things. The reason we are having this talk in private and not over the Navcom is that we simply cannot risk what I'm about to tell you being overheard by the wrong ears. So, I get that, but at that point just get the comms out of the room entirely then, because let's be real, stuff could go right through, but, you know, whatever. I understand, Professor. Top secret. Jolly good. Only Chief Briggs and I know this, so in case something dire happens to me, you can freely speak to him. He takes a sip of water from a plastic bottle before proceeding. So far, you've been searching through the Lemurian facilities somewhat blindly, relying on the little data we could offer and the things you've discovered yourself. Everything you've unearthed so far is of great value, but there is something of the greatest value here. There is a primary goal of this expedition, and now you are going to hear it. I'm all ears. I will start at the beginning. Long, long ago in a galaxy far, far away. Actually, that's not entirely inaccurate, it seems. 2 years ago, I acquired a document, an old world document, signed by Albert Sir, director of the Frontier Research Department at New Frontier Technologies. The document was heavily damaged, but still contained priceless information. The old world was on its deathbed, rapidly becoming less and less capable of supporting life. Each of the supercorporations were seeking their own ways to live, and this document described NFT's solution to the problem at hand. 4 distinct artificial habitats were to be established, large enough to support thousands, if not millions, of people. 2 of those I could learn nothing about because of the damage the document has suffered. But the information regarding the other 2 had luckily been spared. One of those 2 habitats is this cavern, this sea. Its name was unknown to me then, but I know it now. Lemuria. Lemuria. While the other one is called Horizon. Zero Dawn. Horizon? What is Horizon? Well, the original meaning of the word horizon is where the surface and the sky meet, whereas now we mostly use it to mean a limit, to knowledge, to understanding. You see, on the surface, there is an unimaginable amount of space above the ground, just vast, illuminated emptiness as far as the eye can see. And one doesn't even have to lift his head in most cases. He smiles, his eyes gleaming. This space used to be called the sky. Somewhere, at some point where the surface meets the sky, lies Horizon. The document did not contain its location, but it did offer a clue to reaching it. It mentioned large transportation machines, mobile habitats which can reach the remotest parts of the surface. After all, the goal of the NFT's project was to eventually reunite the people of the 4 habitats which were built far apart. There is no information on how these machines work exactly, but they have been linked to something called the ACONR, or Acorn, as it appears to be pronounced. This Acorn, whatever it is, an actual mobile habitat, or merely a part of it, or its key, is implied to be of paramount importance to reaching Horizon, the remotest of all 4 habitats, and perhaps to reaching the other 2 remaining. And the Acorn? It is here in Lemuria. I am no fool. Horizon might not exist, or even if it did, it might have suffered the same fate as Lemuria. But Lemuria is real. And perhaps these machines are as well. If we can acquire one, maybe we can go beyond our own horizons and establish a new, better world. He takes another sip of water and awaits your reaction. That is fascinating, isn't it? Exactly. I hope you understand why this must be held in utmost secrecy. If any of the local factions knew what lies here, they might become motivated to compete with us. We are strangers here, and we are cut off and in a vulnerable position. We could never win against the likes of the core city oligarchy, for instance. You now know what your primary goal is. Keep your eyes peeled. But I'm sure they always are. Regarding your actual missions, we have 2 new locations we'd like you to investigate. The Lemurian Health Center and the Joint Security Headquarters, at coordinates I-1 and F-12, respectively. The former is deep in pirate territory, and the latter deep in savage territory. What do you know about these places? Not much besides the obvious, I'm afraid. It is up to you to enlighten us, he chuckles. That is all I wanted to talk to you about, Bacon. Best of luck, and keep in mind what we discussed here. Oh, and I almost forgot. The evacuation tunnels in the Ark Island Keep are now open. No sect troopers have been sent in yet to investigate them. You could be the first, if you so wish. So I guess that piece of dialogue stays the same. But we literally did that the second after. Yeah, no, there were pirates and we blasted them. Yeah, we've already been through the entirety of the tunnels. Got it, Professor. Time to get going now. Farewell, Bacon. So now we have... So we still have to, quote-unquote, improve the defenses, which we've done a bit of work for. Then the 2 new locations, which we're going to head to the Lemurian Health Center first. But yeah, so the System Shock remake is coming out at the end of the month, which by my estimates should be very near the release of this part. And they do have a functional demo out. So I was like, okay, might as well, just to sample it and all, right? Because I played System Shock 2. I have actually not played the original or the remastered version of 1. I played Bioshock 1, 2, and Infinite, and though some people won't call it as much, we've played and actually have Prey, which is basically Neuroshock, on the channel already. I will probably revisit that later now that I'm just doing proper recordings, and do a proper run just recorded rather than, being excerpts, or not even excerpts, just a hard copy of the stream. That would probably help keep it a little more focused. That's coming through. Apologies. We're going to want to skirt along this location and make our way over there, which we might not have a say in the matter. We might actually have to address the pirates, and that would be the answer for whether or not we can double deal in this matter. Ooh. Okay, well that answers that then, because if they're automatically hostile, yeah. So we're just going to load that one. We're going to take out their group there first. I wonder... Thanks. Not as good as I would have hoped. You better not. Yeah, I'm not dealing with EMPs. I'm just gonna say that straight up. Really? Ow. Might have should have come in the Devastator. Okay. Might better top off. Now. The end is near. Okay. That was kinda rough. Can I... Nope. What? No. Oh. And of course, they don't have much going for them. His might have had something nice, but, whoopsie. I'll take that, though. All right. I should probably... I'm gonna have to go and get the... We're gonna see if we can make do without switching to the Devastator, because I think that's the primary bunch that's on skis. But either way, so there's the answer then. We are not going to be able to double time as far as the pirates are concerned. Like, that is just, that boat has sailed. Good job. Wait, weren't you... Did I knock them out of the days? Guess so. We'll worry about them later. I am not doing jet combat. Or rather, I'm... well, that's a little bit different. Ow, jeez. Can I land? No. Oh, well, that's just a no-go. Oh, well, might be able to make that work. If the sniper doesn't just pop my head. That should be a line of sight, but okay. Well, guess we are in fact doing the pirates today. So, guess we're going to be getting our oddity points from this for now. But okay, since now we're just going to be basically doing a crawl, there's not going to be much to talk about as far as the game's concerned. So, back to that System Shock demo. My singular biggest issue with System Shock 2, because I've played that, was what I thought was dated user interface, in which if you open up your inventory or something in this first-person shooter, you would essentially it would change the controls, right? And you would not be able to move properly or aim or shoot because you'd be busy sifting through the inventory. And while I guess this is realistic to a degree, that was one of the features in that one that I just did not like. They have brought that over. So, okay, I don't like it, but I understand why it's there. So, since that's part of I guess, the first two games' identity, that's just can't be helped. If we ignore that, the demo is of a beta state of the game, and there are definitely some minor details here and there that I completely understand why they're like that, if that's the case, and I do hope that they're going to be fixed. But if we're running on the assumption that yes, the only reason they're still there is because it is in fact a beta, demo's pretty solid. I have not played the original version of 1. I know more or less what happens in it, but it was a pretty smooth experience. I did things in a somewhat stealthy manner because, that's how I would do it. And I could basically make use of what was effectively infinite ammo because you can get a charged weapon relatively early. And because the only thing you have to do with those is bring yourself to a recharge station and go through that whenever, whenever the station itself is charged, you're good to go. So, I basically enjoyed what was effectively a Resident Evil Magnum with infinite ammo for a good chunk of the demo, and it was a pretty smooth experience, I would say. Diopside, worth 1 oddity. That is the final one. Speaking of, we are 55 out of 62, so 7 points until our next level. But other than that, the groundwork is definitely there. I did find some weapon upgrade station and a little bit here and there. They definitely need to add details for like how exactly to do some things, because there were 2 types of hacking puzzles. Well, hacking. 2 types of ways of interacting with electrical, I guess, grids. And I figured one out. The other one I could not, for the entirety of the demo, because I did finish the demo, I could not figure out how to get the other one to work. The actual hacking minigame, which is closer to, say, the concept you would see in Shadowrun's hacking, that was pretty solid. It was a nice way to break up the game. Uh, but yeah, they could definitely do like little tutorial comments or even just have like notes here and there explaining it for the player because the character would most likely know these things or how to do them. But I'll admit, like I wasn't sure if one. So one of the two puzzles, you have to get this light to feed into things by lining up all of the pipes correctly, right? Well, for a couple of times, the thing never actually lit up, and this was with me doing the same things as I would be doing later. And I don't know if it was just glitching out. Okay. I don't know if it was just glitching out or if I missed something really basic, but I could never actually get it to work for me. I eventually managed to get a single line of it running to another location, but it didn't. Olivine worth one, and also the last one of it. I could never get the second line to work, and I could not figure out what the exact problem was. Ho ho ho! I think we found a secret way to get in. But other than minor things like that, like it was actually a pretty robust experience. Once I actually found, oh geez, oh geez. Well, we're gonna be having a rough time. Hmm. This might just end terribly for me. What an amazing idea. Once I actually found proper weapons, I didn't really have too many issues with it. It actually felt like a really well-tuned experience, so I was having fun. I was pleasantly surprised. And a good thing to note... Oh, so it won't bounce off of me and hit your allies now, but if it's spiders, oh, it's free game, right? Okay. Yeah, overall, it was just a thoroughly pleasant experience, and to top it all off, despite the fact that that bun's been in the oven for, what, a decade now, I think? Give or take. Uh, it's only going to be $40, as opposed to the usual, like, 60 or 70 if you're a more modern game. So I have to give credit where it's due. Those are nice little details. Now, assuming the game gets the fixes it needs, right? And, okay then. Can't blame me, you're the one that came over here. Assuming it gets all the fixes that it needs and everything of that nature. Oh, there's multiple. Hmm. Do I think it's worth the 40? Okay, so If it hasn't become completely obvious yet, I am a super stingy individual. I try to save money where I can. I am not super fond of paying full price for video games. You know, I will try to catch them on sale. I will look for deals, bundles, etc. There are very few cases where I'm like, yeah, this game that just came out at full price, I will buy it at that price. I'll buy it at a high price. So with that stated, and using my little joke as a segue, if you were the sort to think that the Resident Evil 4 remake was worth the 60, then yeah, this is probably going to be worth the 40 if this is your type of game. Again, like, I'm super stingy, and I like to not just, you know, blow money on single things. But with that stated, I do think it was a solid enough experience that if you are the sort to buy games at their listed price, this would be one worth going for. Which, that's as close to praise as I can give to a game when I'm this... What? Really? Wait, moreover, why is it 11? Well, we're doubling down, I guess. There we go. Which... I'm glad to see that it's actually turning out to be good. Because, well, modern games are what they are a lot of the time, but it's always good to see when they turn out positively. Nice. We will probably come back for those. No other door. Okay. But yeah, that was my experience with the demo. Or rather, my opinion of the demo from my brief time with it. I did complete it, and yeah, it was solid. Snort, snort. Pop that. No. Okay. Cool. Pop stasis. Other than that, which it will come up around this time, but I am going to start recording Fatal Frame in the near future unless something unfortunate occurs. Looking forward to that. It's been a while. Which one is pretty dated. One was dated the moment two came out, honestly. But two will be an especially good experience. And I am looking forward to going through 2 again, for sure. Alright, naval shield. Oh, where you going, buddy? Okay. Yeah, that had better miss. Really? I am at much lower health than I should be. Can you hit me at that? Or actually, you have full 360, so. Will the dirty kick work? Yeah, worked real well, actually. You had one job? Oh. Okay. Ooh. Was getting a little bit concerned. Just a smidge. Alright. Oh, did not... whatever. You do want to check for oddities, but at this point, most of them aren't going to have any, or any that are relevant. Oh, and the moment I speak, I put my foot in my mouth, so pardon me. Boat in a bottle. Was the boat built inside it, or was the bottle fashioned around it? Worth 1 oddity point. I will gladly be wrong. Granted, that was probably the rarity. But this is also a chance to stock back up on various chemical substances, so we can get some more adrenaline from all the pirates, so count your blessings, right? Additionally, this is the area that was... This is where they staged their... Oh, this is where they staged their assault from, so... This has a very easy trip back to our camp. Easy. These metal beams serve as a barricade and are preventing you from accessing the door. They seem sturdy enough at first glance. However, the bite marks of corrosion are present in both the beams themselves as well as the rivets, a few of the latter being completely eaten away. Can we do that? Try using your bare hands to tear down the beams. No matter how much you try to pull, push, punch, crush, or bend, the beams are immovable. It's no use. They are simply too sturdy and well secured. Alright, so what I'm hearing... First off, do I have rat hound food? No. No, I do not. But we do have the puff puff. Try again. Okay, nope. I guess they really are too much for us. So for the time being, our way to get in there will be via this building. Broken prosthetic leg. Some manner of primitive prosthetic device. It appears to be broken, though worth 1 oddity point. Gladly take that one, too. Okay. Alright, so we're going to want to neutralize them silently because that is a blue transition. So people upstairs could come by. Oh. Well, he's definitely... well, he could recover just enough that the bleed damage won't do it. Ain't ever simple, is it? Okay, well, he's definitely dead. Nobody? Just a little bit surprised. Ceramic watch. An elegant watch made from a preformed piece of ceramic baked at an extremely high temperature, then milled into the desired shape. It's light and durable, anti-magnetic, and resistant to water and chemical erosion. Perhaps one of the wealthier merchants would be interested in it. In other words, it is a luxury item. Yeah, they definitely... Oh, hey, nice. Another all-in. Yeah, they've definitely added, way more luxury items than last time I went through. Crab sandwich. Grilled crab meat with orange mushrooms between 2 slices of root bread. Alright, so I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. A crab sandwich actually sounds really nice right now. I would be all for having a crab sandwich. This is probably too close, or rather too front. Doesn't matter, because I missed. De puff puff. Oh, he's donezo. Don't you love the complete disparity of difficulty, though? We go from, like, actually scraping the bottom of the barrel against other types of... Wow, 2 oddities on a normie? We go from scraping the complete bottom of the barrel against some of the other, like, normal threats in the DLC than this pirate. You're like, oh, that's easy. Like, the only thing that can go wrong against the pirates is they get the jump on you, so the issue with, you know, getting ambushed by literally anything in the game. Or they hit you with an EMP, but that's, again, a threat anybody can possess. So that's a little unfortunate. I was hoping to hit the health center this session. This pair of sessions, I guess, because I will be recording another one soon. But I guess we might as well just go ahead and wrap up everything with the pirates and get that out of the way, just so they are a non-issue going forward. I'm into the pipe. Where does this go? Oh, okay. So you could theoretically stealth past the whole facility. Alright. Alright. Alright, I'll give that to them. That's pretty good. That's neat. Alright. So we left the thing. Might as well take the junk jet and get back to the Aegis patroller. Oh, it's so slow. I believe we were over... No, not... Oh, we were all the way over here, weren't we? Oh, this might end terribly. We'll see. Oh, no. Literally right here. Neat. Speaking of, what is this? This is I-4. And the thing we're looking for is I-1. So we're not that far off, actually. So let's see if we can veer towards the south. And no, we actually cannot. How? Guess we're going to experiment, and once I find my way into their other fort, or port, I should say, I think I'll call it for this. I think we found it. Dog. Drop it like it's hot. Alright. Also, with the number of bottles we picked up, we are 3 short of a level. Alright, so we'll get to the port proper, and that's where I will call it for this session. And we will hopefully wrap up with the pirate cleanup next time. Fortunately, they are nowhere near as numerous as the Sommerbären, so this won't be a, what was it, 5-6 part endeavor. Plus, I mean, you've already seen how much easier they are to deal with. The Stormer Baron are just something else. Not quite. That didn't go how I wanted it to. Banga? No, I'm not that one race from Evilise. That's so stupid. You know what? No. Chill. And nope, I'm just going to wait right here. Nope. Don't even care. Is it rude? Perhaps. Was that stun from a bolt entirely called for? Nope. Not one bit. Another boat in a bottle. I was a little doubtful that we would get a level this session, but we actually came really close despite the setback. I'm almost tempted to go on for just a... Alright, so we hit our next level. Can I do anything about you from this side? No, I cannot. I'll find a way to you later. So, if this is the extent that we can go to from this side, we will actually come back down here. And let's look at our level. So we are level 28 now. Only 2 more left. We will pump melee. So again, this should be enough pickpocketing. So, all intents and purposes, we should be good. There's one more stealable oddity that we will try to grab before the end of the game, and this should be enough for it. Watch that information be outdated. Oh, huh. Okay, so... Yeah, there's a weird... They're not both 10, so either that's a display issue, or they buffed this one-way synergy. That's interesting. So... I needed 20 chemistry for the sake of the gas grenades. And we just need a whole bunch of biology for medicine stuff. So, for feats... Vile weaponry. What was this? Now, admittedly, I was considering using the Ripper as a weapon. And that could literally just do everything in one turn. Not even relevant at all. Probably never making those. So let me pop in biology. Show all. Oh. I mean, that would be good if you were doing a throwing knife build. So, we basically have a complete build. Like, it's not the best by any means, but it's a functional build. I'm tempted. I don't see the point in most of the ones that are based upon you having low health or being one specific enemy type. If I knew exactly what the biggest threat was classified as, I would think a Monster Slayer would hit it, but that's not a very likely. I haven't seen anything that just straight out declared it. Blindsiding would be good, but we don't really have that issue, and where we're going to want more damage anyway, blindsiding wouldn't really benefit us. You know what? Crits. I'm just curious. That would almost be worth considering. And if we weren't going to... Actually, that's only for crafted weapons anyway, so... This I've been tempted by for a bit. The additional chance to incapacitate is definitely really good. Also synergizes well with the throat cut. Of course, that's just universal. This would have been probably worth getting, but unfortunately, we are not going to have the perception for that ever. Ooh. Now, if we were in possession of enough perception, that would have been... it's basically a second recklessness, actually. But... again, I'm not super big on that, but I can see where you could pump the chances up reasonably high. So, vile weaponry. Taste for blood. Fancy footwork probably would have been a good idea early on. If I had done a fully focused fist build and didn't even take the knife attacks that I did take, probably would have taken this. I probably would have taken a few other things, but I hadn't decided what I was going to do, and even now we still use Butcher's Cleaver, so... And deflection would actually be pretty good under that same set of circumstances if you were pumping up your defensive skills as well. And we are almost completely past the point where this matters. There's a few cases where it would still be nice, but eh. Tranquility is good, but at this point, we've only got one thing that we regularly use that would really benefit from it, so it's not as big. And we're unfortunately a little too late for Sprint to matter. If we had more slots, I would get Sprint and then the veteran version. That would be worth it, but... Alright. I think... I could switch things up and go ahead and just put on the claw. The shame that you need specifically need a blade, because I mean that... Actually, we don't know. Could I equip it? Would that count? It is technically a... Well, we'll go ahead and finish that off real quick. And then, yeah, if we'd had a more focused build, it would be a lot easier to decide, but I think since the probability of me using the Ripper later is so high, we'll take Vile Weaponry for now, because I don't see us getting enough stacks on normal enemies, but this would help us put normal enemies down. And then, everything, the level 30 one will end up being Taste for Blood. Yeah. And that'll be it. So, Vile Weaponry. What, extra stacks of that, and... Okay, so nothing too busted. But okay, so that's what we've got. And now I'm a little curious, so we can use that with that. Let's just look. It would be super neat, or excuse me, not the Ripper. No, that's... Yeah, Ripper's glove. Yeah, it's explicitly knife. That's unfortunate. So, what's the... Also, what was the AP cost? 5. So you know what? We're going to save real quick. I want to check something. So, let's just all in and Super Soldier. Okay, so the AP cost of the Power Fist is now 5. The AP cost of Ripper's Glove is 4. So, yeah. There we go. I could do a lot of mess with those things. And alright, so at 21, our effective melee skill would be 398. And we still have 2 more levels to go. Yeah, I could see us doing some real trouble with that. But okay, I didn't want to waste that the goods for that. Uh, oh, okay. Alright, so, with that said, thank you all for coming. Hope you didn't mind my rambling. And I hope you enjoyed. Y'all take care, have a wonderful evening, and we'll pick up with what should probably be the end of the Pirates next session. Until then, take care, and I'll see you next time on Underrail.